Jeremy Ryan reporting from Defending Wisconsin Political Action Committee, www.defendingwisconsin.org. In this video, you're about to see Autumn Smith of Michigan, who's been in communication with me for a while, decides to, she's an activist in Michigan, and she decides to go and hold a sign in the Michigan Capitol. And it's been a rule for several decades that you can't, but obviously that's unconstitutional. Now, I do also want to point out, today I was at Ben Mazel's remembrance ceremony, and one of her signs in honor of Ben Mazel said, "This is a test of the emergency free speech system," which was the last sign that he held. And this would definitely be something that he'd be there for had he known about it and if he were still alive. And so I'm going to personally dedicate my portion of this video to Ben Mazel. Jeremy Ryan reporting from Defending Wisconsin Political Action Committee, www.defendingwisconsin.org. Enjoy some Michigan civil disobedience.
Through the Capitol, you can see the signs that say no signs. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm actually here to protest. If that's unconstitutional, I have a copy of the state constitution, the U.S. Constitution, and the Supreme Court ruling that would back me up on this. So I'm not here to cause any trouble. I will be totally peaceful, but that's exactly what I'm here to do.
Still can't have to sign it.
Well, I'm going to go stand in the rotunda. That's where I'm going to be protesting. That's unconstitutional, so the rule technically is unenforceable. I mean, I'm here to be peaceful. I'm not going to cause any trouble. So you do what you need to do. I'm here to do peaceful, whatever you need to do, but I'm here to stand here with a sign. So I'm not going to cause any trouble. If you need to call somebody or you want to watch or whatever, I'm not going to cause any trouble. Thank you. So I think that took a whole whopping 10 seconds before they tried to kick me out. So I am going to make my way up to the rotunda.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
You know, there are no signs.
Yeah, the police have already spoke with me, and they know I'm here. I told them I'm protesting this unconstitutional rule. I said I'm not here to scream and yell and fight. I'm here to be peaceful, walk around with my sign. So they are aware. They stopped me about 10 seconds after I walked in the door.
Who did you talk to?
I didn't get his name. He was just an officer who was standing outside the door. LPD, I think it was.
Light blue.
Light blue, yeah. Was that Capitol Police?
Yeah.
Okay. Then
security.
Okay, then that must have been who I spoke with. They called. The police are already.
I have to ask you to leave.
The police are already aware. I'm here to protest that very thing.
Here's our procedures.
And you know what? I had the Constitution in my purse, and those are unconstitutional.
No.
Yes, they are.
So every rule
I didn't say every rule.
Every rule.
Did I say that, sir? I said the rule about not allowing people in here with signs is unconstitutional.
No.
I have a copy of the Michigan Constitution, the Supreme Court ruling, and
you can have freedom of speech outside.
I can have freedom of speech here. This is people's house. This is public.
But these procedures.
Well, the police are here.
What's your first name?
My name is Autumn Smith. I'm not here to lie or anything.
I think Steve's just trying to explain something.
He knows. I spoke to him on the phone a month ago. You're the director here, are you not?
That's right.
And I told you about this, and you sent me a PDF file of those very rules.
That's right.
Just because it's in PDF file does not mean it's legal, sir. Just because it's in PDF file does not mean it's legal.
So every one of these,
I did not say everyone. I said freedom of speech.
No,
I said the one about freedom of speech. No, I have this right.
When we,
Sir, yes, I do.
When we put these procedures together to save the building from protecting from signs and everything, that was all put with everything else.
Let me just tell you this. Signs have been ruled political speech under the Supreme Court.
That's right, and you can do that outside of
And when you are in a public building such as this, they're considered political speech.
Except for when you have procedures in effect.
Therefore, not when your procedures are unconstitutional. I'm going to have to respectfully disagree, sir. I'll go anywhere, but I mean, I have freedom of speech here. I have freedom of speech downstairs. I'm not in anybody's private office. I'm not in any place that I'm not supposed to be. So we can go downstairs and talk about it, but it's not going to change my mind. So if you'd like to relocate, then fine.
Yeah, let's put on the ground level. Okay, it's a lot quieter on the ground level.
Constitution of the United States. This is political science 101, and it scares me that there's people like you working in government buildings that are not aware of this. I mean, it's protected in there, freedom of speech, freedom to assemble. This is the Supreme Court ruling in Snyder versus Phelps, which is the Westboro Baptist Church. And they determined that if you want to take a whole hour or whatever and read all the pages of it, that's fine. It's not going to change their opinion none. This also is the Constitution of the state of Michigan. There's multiple areas in here where this is protected. So
freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech is
freedom of speech.
This is freedom of speech.
Not when the sign says you can't have it in the building.
Yes, it is. It is freedom of speech.
This is also a historical building, yeah.
That doesn't. It's public building too. I was in a public area. I wasn't in anybody's private office. What I've done.
Let's talk about procedures.
Have I been here after hours? Have I been here after hours?
No good.
I did not say all of them,
That's
sir.
what you told me right now.
I did not say that, and this is going on YouTube, and they're going to know that I did not say that. I've repeatedly said that this is the only thing that I'm talking about.
And
is my freedom of speech.
Procedures that you.
But you're generalizing, saying that I'm saying all of them are. So, but if I'm not arrested, then I have no reason to stay here, and I will leave. So, unless I'm being arrested, I'm going to be leaving, and I will be walking in the public areas of the Capitol. Thank you.
No, it has to go.
No, I've already been down to the police office. Please take your hand off of me, sir. I have not touched you.
Let's go.
Take your hand off of me.
Please.
Sir, take your hand off of me. I have not done anything. I'm peaceful.
It's right down on the table.
I know where it's at.
There's no signs in the building.
No, it doesn't mean it's not. Take your hand off of me and I will.
It is not up for discussion.
It is up for discussion because that's my constitutional right. That is my.
You can protest all you want. You just can't have the sign.
Yes, I can. Signs are considered political. Quit shoving me, sir. I will press charges. I've got your name and everything.
That's nice.
Get your hand off of me, please.
I'm a police officer with a House representative.
That's good.
You need to go.
That's good. I haven't touched you, and I have not been violent. You can take your hand. You need to take your hand off of me. I have not done anything. I have not put my hands on you.
Ma'am, this is not up for discussion.
No, I'm asking you to please remove your hand from me, and I will walk with you politely where you would like me to go. Yes.
Okay, please.
See what happens when you listen and cooperate?
If you would, ma'am, then you wouldn't be this spot.
You had no reason to lay your hand on me.
Yes, ma'am.
No, you didn't. I was standing with the sign.
It's not up for discussion.
I don't care if it's up for discussion. I have the right to say what I feel I need to say. I already been down to the state police post down here. They know I'm here, and I told them if you're not going to arrest me, then I'm going to walk around. That rule is unconstitutional. I have a copy of the U.S. Constitution and the Michigan Constitution and the Supreme Court ruling saying that political signs held in public places are deemed political speech.
If you read that, then you've read the separation of powers, correct?
I'm protected under my Constitution. Please lay your hand off of me.
Give me the door or give me the sign.
No, that's my personal property. I have a right. The police are aware.
I am the police.
Well, I already spoke to the state police. I already spoke to the state police. You can either give me a ticket or arrest me or do what you need to do, but this is unconstitutional. I'm being peaceful. If I'm arrested, it'll be the most peaceful arrest you ever make.
Yeah, I know. I've been in dealing with operations lieutenant and
holding it up and putting their camera on the rail, items which could fall over.
If you don't want me to put my camera on the rail, then I won't do that, but that's not what you grabbed me for, sir. And I have you on tape.
Oh, ma'am, I didn't grab you.
Yes, you did. I have you on tape. It's okay. It's okay.
I know that, ma'am, but I didn't grab you.
Yes, you did. Your hands were on me. Yes, they were.
My hand was on you, but we weren't grabbed. So let's get it straight.
Okay, it's semantics. You had no right to touch me. You had no right to touch me.
Ma'am.
You had no right to touch me.
Unless you've been through the academy in 35 years of police work, don't tell me how to do it.
Well, I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with you.
No, because you don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Now,
you really need to.
No, I'm sorry, sir.
If you do not leave, you will be arrested for trespassing.
Okay.
We'll be more than happy to hang on to your sign, so when you leave, we'll give it back to you.
But I told you earlier, sir, if you arrest me, it'll be the most peaceful arrest. I'm here to cooperate. I'm not here to cause a scene or anything. I'm here to, respectfully exercise my.
That's exactly what you're here to do. Why don't you tell the truth? That's exactly what you're.
Well, even if it is, okay, if you like, it's my constitutional right.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. But your house has rules, ma'am. And you need to follow those rules.
Not when they're unconstitutional.
Read your Michigan Constitution.
I have the Constitution in my purse. Would you like to show me what article it is?
Have you been reading the separation of powers?
Have you been reading? Could you tell me?
Reference to separation of powers.
Can you tell me what article it is that says that I do not have the right to stand in here with a sign, where my freedom of speech ends the minute I walk in the door.
Senate, ma'am, inside this building.
I was not in the House of Representatives. I was in the rotunda, which is a public space. I have not went into any private areas. I have been in the rotunda and in public areas.
You were on the House side.
I was in the rotunda.
You were on the House side.
It doesn't matter. I was not in the House of Representatives. I was in the public areas.
Okay, this isn't up for discussion.
No, it's not. Because we're going to disagree. And
you need to make up your mind.
I've already made my mind. I'm standing here until you guys decide either I'm going to get a ticket or I'm going to be arrested. I will, this is unconstitutional. This is totally unconstitutional. I have a right to exercise my freedom of speech. The U.S. Constitution protects that, the state Constitution protects that, and the Supreme Court just ruled in Snyder versus Phelps that signs held in a public space are considered political speech and therefore protected by the First Amendment.
Show me the ruling.
It's in my purse. Let me grab it for you.
And you said it was just done.
It was in October 2010.
Well, Snyder wasn't done with that.
Look, Snyder's not... It doesn't matter. He doesn't... Oh, you're saying Snyder overrides the U.S. Supreme Court? Is that what you're saying, sir?
I didn't say that, did I?
Well, that's what it sounds like. That's my...
No, I'm at...
Am I being arrested right now?
No, but we're just kind of keep you out of the traffic of the elevator. Now we're walking through. You're kind of holding traffic. When kids come through, a lot of people...
Okay, I just want to know, because if I'm not arrested, then I have the right to walk around, so...
Well, this is a proper investigation. We need you to stay...
Am I being arrested, or am I being...
You're being detained.
I'm being detained. Okay, that's all I needed to know.
You're being detained for an investigation.
All right, then I will stay here.
That's what you're doing at this time.
That's what I...
We can take something on the side in each one and strap it around you, so like you're wearing the sign.
Well, I have two signs to my side, so I need to be able to flip it. That's all. I have enough...
That's where we have a problem.
Well, I wouldn't have... Well...
See, if you're wearing it...
I am wearing it, and I made special sure that I didn't put staples in it or a stick or anything.
But if you can secure it so it stays so you're wearing it... I'm sorry if it's on both sides. There's two different signs, but if you can do that, then Strand said, let her walk around with it because she's wearing it. You don't have to worry about that sign being taken off with the hands. And
I did flip it around. I'm not denying that, sir. I did flip it around. But if I know now that I have to have it secured to me, I'll hold it or something. I don't have anything right now to tie it with me.
Well,
I will hold it.
We can try and come up with something. Maybe we can punch and tie that,
If you will do that, then I will totally comply with that.
Okay. If you would, I mean, that's because the big thing is the hand-carried stuff that's going around.
And
I'm going to invite you again.
It's a little bit of I've lost a little respect for you since you laid your hands on me.
I don't care.
Well, I don't care what you have to say then.
Here's the deal. There's House rules and Senate rules, and if you read your Michigan Constitution, the House and Senate can make their own rules for their side of the building.
That's fine.
And then you need to read that.
But I understand that. But if their rules are unconstitutional, they're unenforceable, sir.
That's by the Constitution, ma'am.
If the U.S. Constitution supersedes the state Constitution, then it is unenforceable, sir.
Yeah, let me see if I can get the guys to come up and do something with helping you put it out.
Cool, thank you, I appreciate it. This is the compromise, I'm just taping this. We have to have a string to attach it to me so I can't flip it around. So they're just going to politely punch a hole in my sign, tie some string around.
Oh, that's what I didn't think, see if they've got something. The one thing, just if you're going to voice your opinion, please don't yell it out to everybody.
Well,
say, because...
It echoes, so I don't think I'll need to yell.
Yeah, just
is that good there, or?
There we go.
Okay.
And then that way I can slide it.
I'll just try to tie just a double knot there.
There we go.
How's that, okay?
That works.
Okay.
If everybody's satisfied with this, I'm happy, you're happy.
And if you want, just
them
cut it off.
Before I leave?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Negotiations, and I really appreciate it. You're seeing where I'm coming from. I'm seeing where you're coming from. We're coming to a middle ground.
Yeah, no, that's...
Now, while I'm here, before I get somebody else to pull me aside, I am allowed to say stuff while I'm walking around.
Yeah.
I'm not going to cuss or say profanities.
Right, yeah.
But if I want to say recall Snyder, I can.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know there was a vent on the glass floor and you didn't do anything. You know when those things are going on.
Yeah, I try to be respectful of the events going on, but when there are people walking by, if I want to say something, I will.
Yeah, as long as, like you say.
I'm not going to say anything profane or anything, no.
All right, okay. All right, well, thanks.
I appreciate it. I told you I'm not here to be difficult.